How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. An inside source at BlackRock just said something that is nearly unthinkable for a lot of people. And we also have news of a ETF that just doubled essentially their AUM, a Bitcoin ETF. I also want to go over some of the other big news in the market. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this as soon as I make them. If you want to trade cryptocurrency, there's a link underneath the video to Margex. There you can set up an account in just a few minutes and you can start trading without KYC, meaning you don't have to tell everyone your personal information or tell the institution your personal information, and you don't need a VPN. You can trade all different kinds of assets. And you can start trading with different forms of collateral too. So you can trade Bitcoin with Bitcoin. You can trade Bitcoin with USDT. You can trade Bitcoin with Solana. You can trade Bitcoin with Caspa, etc. Or you can trade all those assets with Bitcoin as your collateral. So it's really cool if you want to set that up. There's a link underneath the video. And real quick, there's a link to CoinW and to Blowfin as well. There's also a link with a promo code MyFinancialFriend to get your Bitcoin 2025 ticket for about a third the price that it will be by the time that the conference comes around. Now, yesterday, I talked about how really we wanted to see a breakthrough over 60,000. Let me just get out to the daily here. We wanted to see a breakthrough above 60,000 because we had seen so much support around this level that it could flip into resistance. So breakout above there and then retest of 60,000 would be bullish as long as we bounced off. Now, it looks like that's literally what we're doing right now. We broke through really strong, went all the way up to 62.5 last night, and then came back down to retest 60, and we bounced a little bit. Hopefully that holds. I think that would be extremely bullish, and that's why I've been saying, hey, I'm long. I have long positions open. I'm ready for this. I think if we break through and then bounce off, I think that'd be quite bullish. Now, of course, a lot of it does come down to today, like what kind of news comes out, what kind of whales are playing games over the weekend, right? Because we do have some more long positions being built up here. You have to be careful whenever we have big moves like this. Almost everyone flips bullish kind of late, and then they get wiped out, and then we continue moving up. So watch this level. This is an important level. And then if we fall below that, I'd be watching about this $58,000 mark. But let's get into some of the news. We'll start here right away with BlackRock. AP Abacus says someone from BlackRock moments ago said something pretty eye-opening. Our end of year base case of total inflows is 40 billion. Best case is 50 billion. Demand hasn't peaked yet. Now, I don't remember exactly what their inflows are, but their AUM right now is significant. It's about 344,000 Bitcoin, and now actually a little bit higher after yesterday, times 60,000. They're around $20 billion in AUM. Now, again, maybe their inflows are a little bit higher because people bought at a higher price. This means that they're essentially assuming that this is going to continue through the end of the year. Keep in mind there's August, September, October, November, December. So there's 7 months into the ETFs. There's 5 months left, and their end of the year goal is 40 billion. Again, that basically says they expect inflows to continue. They say demand hasn't peaked yet. So we're still on the uptrend, they say. IBIT is BlackRock's most successful ETF ever, and IBIT is the biggest ETF launch for the entire industry in 2024 by a huge margin. Okay, so this basically says we are just starting. BlackRock's just starting. We still have a long way to go. And I mean, some ETFs are showing that. Yesterday we had decent volume, pretty good volume. IBIT with 1.2 billion, FBTC with 380. GBTC had an outflow of 183 million. Big outflow, but ARKB had a $33 million inflow. BlackRock had a $165 million day. Keep in mind that's 2,500 Bitcoin, something like that, maybe a little bit more. 2,500 Bitcoin in a day. So, I mean, that is just massive. That's a big day. BTCW with a massive $118.5 million inflow day. That's more than 10x yesterday's record inflow. So what's happening over at Wisdom Tree? To put this in another way, Wisdom Tree bought 1,900 Bitcoin. They 2x their AUM in one day. So someone is now buying through them. Someone's buying a ton. They were able to, get someone onboarded. And yeah, that shows you how powerful this ETF is. That after 7 months, you can go out and have a day where your AUM doubles. I mean, BlackRock could do that as well. They could literally put in $20 billion. It would be insane. I don't think they want to do that. I don't think it would make sense for them to do that. It would shoot up the price of Bitcoin to ungodly levels. Excuse me for everyone that is offended by the word ungodly, but just to insane levels, right? $20 billion worth of buys, but they could do that. They have a bunch of AUM in their ETFs. If they just want to go allocate $20 billion, they could do that. FBTC with a $65 million day. So all in all, they had about a $202 million day, even with the large GBTC outflow. And that's probably part of the reason we saw such a good day all day yesterday. We just continued to get buying and buying and buying from the ETFs. Hunter Horsley, who runs Bitwise, says today a $30+ billion wealth firm with several hundred advisors selected and approved access to BITQ, the Bitwise Crypto Industry Innovators ETF. It holds an index of leading companies in the space, miners, MicroStrategy, Coinbase, and in the future others that go public. They're excited to see doors continuing to open to help millions of investors access the opportunities in the asset class. And Hunter says this almost every day, that there's some new family office that's buying their Bitcoin ETF. It's cool to see other options as well, where people are getting access. And in general, this does help crypto. It gives these entities more liquidity. It gives them the ability to raise money easier, which allows them to reinvest in themselves in the ecosystem. British Hodl says options are coming to Bitcoin ETFs in Q4, according to James Seyfarth at Bloomberg. This immediately turns Bitcoin into a cash flow income generating asset, and it's the beginning of game over for real estate. Now, I don't think real estate's going to go anywhere, but I do think there will be capital that moves from other assets like real estate, like stocks, into Bitcoin, right? There's only so much capital in the world. I mean, it continuously grows, but some people will decide, hey, I was going to buy this rental, but instead I'm going to put it into Bitcoin. And with options, you can actually make an income. For example, if you sell a covered call, you actually get paid a premium. Now, the person that buys the call is basically betting that the price of Bitcoin in this example would go up a certain amount in a certain amount of time. And they're the ones taking on the risk, while the person selling the call is essentially taking risk off the table. There's more of a defined profit or a defined way to make money without selling your asset. So yes, some people will be very interested in this. Just like if you can take loans against your crypto, some people are going to be very excited about that. Bitcoin dominance moving up to 27.6, continuously moving up. Solana coming down a little bit after making a new high against Ethereum. Solana has calmed down just in general. If we pull this up, Solana was up at 165. Yeah, just getting rejected right here, which actually, if you didn't see my video yesterday with Tyler Hill talking about Solana, we actually talked about how this is a key level and how we may get rejected there. So go watch that video, but now down at 155. Now, yesterday I talked about N64, the giveaway that's going on. Go check that out if you haven't already. It's over on Solana chain, but they're giving away a Nintendo 64 and all the games, the 340 games that come with it. That's awesome. The price has done really well since we got in. It's up over 100%. And, sorry, coughing today. Too much talking, I think. So much happening in the crypto market. I think I made 4 videos yesterday. Hair of Trump. It's interesting. This is really small, just to be clear. It's super small, super risky. But it's interesting to watch these because there's so many of these Trump meme coins now. I think one's going to take off and just do extremely well. You just don't know which one. So if you are in these like, and I do have some Trump meme coins, I think you just have to keep in mind that like one is going to outperform everything, kind of like meme coins in general. One is going to do extremely well, or a couple are going to do extremely well. And when that happens, make sure you take some profit, leave a moon bag, but just, yeah, be ready for that. And you may have a couple that go down to zero in the meantime, right? So just keep that in mind. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. You can check out Hair of Trump too, by the way. They have a Twitter page here. They hit an all-time high of 300K and they're at a current market cap actually of about 40, I believe 30. Yeah, it's super small, super small. But let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Pretty crazy day for BlackRock. Pretty crazy day in terms of inflows, but also kind of world-shattering to a lot of people. I mean, the best case scenario up until this year would actually be the largest inflow ever for any ETF in any year ever, except for this year, because we have some bigger inflows going into VOO. So if this had happened last year, this would be the best case scenario for what they lay out here would be earth-shattering, because this is a brand new ETF. It's kind of crazy how bullish this is. Let me know your thoughts, though. If you do want to trade crypto, there's the link underneath the video to Margex. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.